How's it going, folks? Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Just left Vault 11 and all the insanity in there. After everything they all went through. They're just running a big old experiment on them. Insane. Okay, so we need to get to the... not the vault. We need to go intercept the Great Khans at Boulder City. By the way, if you would like to start this series at the beginning, you can do so by clicking on the series playlist in the description or in the pinned comment. I know sometimes YouTube is just like, you want to see episode 55? What? It's like, well, that's nice, but what about the rest of the series? So yes, if you'd like to do that, it's right there. I try to include it in every pinned comment, and it's in every description. Sometimes it's up above as well, in the card. What's going on over here? Boone. Get down, Boone. What is that?
Fine by me.
Just need that for a second. NCR. Friends? What do you reckon, Boone? Wait a minute, I can see that with my bear. I don't need to. I don't need to see that.
Fine by me.
Hang on a second. Yeah, take that back. I guess it's a little bit better, but anyway. Hopefully we got friends up here.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
188 trading post.
Hey,
Hey. Samuel? Michelle?
Welcome to the 188 Slop and Shop. How can I help you?
Who are you?
Name's Michelle. My dad and me run this store. His name's Samuel. I take the day shift and he takes nights. We came here about a month ago when Prim went to hell on account of the prison break north of there. Found a bin to call home and set up shop.
Show us what you got for sale, Michelle.
Have a look.
Okay. Okay. Food. You got food. You got the foods. Hey, Samuel.
Welcome to the 188 Slop and Shop. Like our slogan says, it's better than nothing.
Who are you?
Samuel Kerr at your service. Me and my daughter Michelle run this fine establishment. We came here from Prim about a month past. Doesn't look like much, but it's one hell of a location.
Is it safe here?
Well, there's been reports of trouble south, but me and Michelle can handle ourselves, and there's plenty of soldiers about, so that helps.
Why'd you leave Prim?
Michelle and I ran a little shop in Prim till a prison break north of town spoiled it for everyone. Goddamn convicts just about shut down I-15. When traffic dried up, we took to our heels to find us some customers. I'm not one to sit around waiting to get saved, and Michelle ain't neither.
What you got for sale, fella?
You bet.
You got the same stuff, right? Why is business so good here?
When 15 shut down, 95 became the route NCR citizens used to get to the Strip, or limp back home, after the Strip's drained them of caps. We get 'em coming and going. Coming, the suckers flush with caps they saved to gamble on the Strip. And going, the same folks, but now they're losers who'll trade you the shirt off their backs so they don't starve before they make it back home. Add in the troopers marching back and forth from McCarran and the dam, and well, let's just say we don't miss Prim.
Can you repair something of mine?
Let me see what I can do.
Actually, I'm fine.
Come back.
I'm fine. Can I sleep in your bed? Thanks, guys.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Thanks, dudes. Veronica with a power fist.
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
Good Springs.
Wow, you have come a long way then. I've never been there, but I've met some traders who pass that way. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground.
You live in a hole in the ground?
Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family, whatever they need.
So you just leave your family in the bunker?
Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level?
Go ahead.
I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them?
They're usually harmless unless you use advanced technology around them.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. I can't afford anything like that. Hey, so where are you headed anyway?
Going to see an old friend. Actually, you know what? I just kind of drift from place to place.
Just wherever the wind takes you, huh? I like that. Keeps things interesting. I'll be honest. You're the first person I've run across out here that looks like he can really handle himself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together. Help each other out.
Don't you have a family to feed?
Like I said, they can handle themselves. And I'm not the only one getting supplies for them. It's a big family.
So where are you hoping to go?
Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world. Looking for a fresh perspective. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave. See if there's something I can learn from.
Man, I'd like to, but I can't really take you with me right now, because I've got Boone, you see.
Aw, you really know how to make a girl feel like a stray cat. But, okay, my offer stands, if we run into each other again.
You can only have one follower at a time. Oh. Hey, Boone. How do I tell Boone to rack off for a bit? Use mail. Maybe I just gotta talk to him.
What is it?
I think we should part ways for now, Boone. Now, where are you gonna be? That's what I want to know.
If that's what you think.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think you should head back home for now.
All right. Guess I'll be around Novak for a while longer until I figure out what I want to do with myself. See you around.
See you, buddy. Oh, he's got... Okay. So let's see what it's like with Veronica.
Couldn't get enough of talking to me the first time, huh?
I'm ready to travel with you.
Good. I'd hoped you'd come around. Shall we?
Let's go.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I ask you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along?
Hang on a second. Is this gonna mess up my relation with the Rangers? Nobody knows who she is, though. Was it with the Rangers? The Rangers, right? The Brotherhood of Steel. It wasn't the Enclave they were fighting against, was it? As long as you're honest with me from now on.
Sure. Just don't ever ask me if your outfit makes you look fat. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand. Let's hit the road, huh?
Scribe Assistant perk? What does that mean? What is a Scribe Assistant perk? While Veronica is a companion, the player can craft workbench items through Veronica's dialogue. Okay.
Hey there.
Destitute traveler?
Can you spare some caps, mister?
Sure, here's 25.
Thank you so much. I'm so hungry. Morning.
Better use it on the food and not the crack. Yeah, you know what I said. You heard me.
I'm not sure you should be here.
Alexander doesn't pay me to talk.
Gun runner guard?
Alexander doesn't pay me to talk.
Who the hell's Alexander?
You seen what one of those anti-material rifles can do to a death claw?
Traveling merchant. Who's Alexander?
Hey, you a merc? 'Cause you don't look like a prospector.
Yeah, something like that. Are you an NCR soldier?
Hell yes, sir. Well, not officially. Not anymore. They mustered me out a year ago. Administrative discharge.
What was your rank?
Staff Sergeant, 3rd Platoon Bravo Company. I was at the dam when the Legion hit us 3 years back. That was a shitstorm, and don't let anybody tell you different. The brass tried to play it down, but most of them were back at McCarran.
Why did you leave the army?
I didn't. My CO ordered me to flog a couple deserters, and I told him to eat shit. So they kicked me out for insubordination. Those kids didn't desert. They just got liquored up on the strip and missed roll call. I don't know what else the brass expects. Half these kids don't get more than 2 weeks of training before they ship them out here.
So how did you end up selling weapons?
Going home didn't feel right. Not with those savages camped on the other side of the river sharpening their knives. And I still get to see my old platoon when they pass through here. Make sure the new CO is treating them right, and sneak them extra ammo. Anyway, I was always complaining about the standard issue gear. The new kids don't even get body armor. Can you believe that?
Go on.
So I hooked up with a couple other vets. Bribed a gun runner. Now we're supplying grunts, mercs, and anybody else on our side. We don't make much, but at least we're saving lives.
NCR doesn't have the caps to outfit their troops.
Vegas is bleeding us dry. We're tossing caps at 100 different problems, while Caesar bides his time and lets us wear ourselves out. This war is gonna bankrupt the NCR unless we finish off the Legion fast and dirty. We shouldn't be perched up at the dam. We ought to be crossing the Colorado and sticking a boot up Caesar's ass.
Show us what you got for sale.
Sure, no problem.
Power fist. A chainsaw. 5.56mm pistol for 2,000 caps. Man, you got some high prices there. Combat armor. 4,000. You got some crazy prices here. Do you do a lot of business with prospectors?
Sure do. Lots of folk been coming out east, sorting through junk, looking for whatever they can sell. Times are tough back home. Too many people, not enough work. Unless you like shoveling Brahmin shit. I'll be here a while yet, if you need any guns or ammo.
Ammo maybe, but guns are very expensive for what they are. So, Michelle and Samuel are here. Where's this Alexander person?
Hello.
Have you seen what one of those anti-material rifles can do to a death claw?
Oh, you moved. Oh no, you're a mercenary. I'm confused. Unless there's we're on top of a bridge area. What's down there? Oh, there's more down here. Hang on, maybe Alexander's down here.
Hey.
There's a lot of traders about. Traveler.
Hey.
Alexander.
Is there some reason I should be talking to you?
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
Am I selling? Yeah. Am I selling to you? No. Sorry to hurt your feelings, but you're small time. Move along.
Small time? I gotta be guns 40. Interesting. I restored law, the rule of law to Prim.
That'll help. Still plenty of problems out that way, though.
So you're a gun runner?
Like you have a clue what that even means.
Tell me about the gun runners.
The gun runners have been putting rapid-fire death dealing in the hands of anyone who needed to defend himself for over a century. We're the NCR's #1 supplier of weapons and ammunition. You might call us an unofficial branch of the Army.
And what do you do?
I'm a salesman. I swing through McCarran and the dam once a week or so to take orders. But lately, I spend most of my time in this piss heap. Ever since the 15 shut down, all caravans come through here, right to me. I check the stock and direct deliveries onward to meet orders. Sure, it stinks to hang out here, but it won't be forever. Plus, I can afford a monthly bender on the strip and still build up my nest egg.
Tell me about the gun runner caravans.
Not much to tell. A Brahmin or two loaded up with weapons, and a whole mess of well-armed guards to make sure it ends up where it's supposed to. One nifty bit, though. The gun cases are rigged to explode, so trying to loot one of our caravans doesn't do much good. And that's how the NCR stays equipped. The only thing we don't bring in is energy weapons.
Okay, got to keep that in mind. Because if we happen to see like somebody did take out a caravan and the caravan's just sitting there with weapons, I best watch myself. Why don't you deal in energy weapons?
We used to, but every caravan carrying them was getting ambushed and wiped out. By someone sophisticated enough to know which was which. We think it was the Brotherhood of Steel. Those crazies always go hard for energy weapons. But the NCR would rather pretend they killed all of them.
Okay. So, 22 out of 40. I'm not going to get to that, even with the book.
Bye.
Right?
Alexander doesn't pay me to talk.
Right.
Hey.
The forecaster.
Hey.
Hi, mister. I hope you're doing fine today.
I am doing fine. Where are your parents, kid? Are you here all alone?
I don't have a mama or papa anymore. I see them sometimes when I take off my medicine, but they can't stay. I'm pretty used to being on my own.
I'd like to see what you got for sale.
Oh, I don't sell things, mister. I sell thoughts.
You sell thoughts?
I can take off my medicine and do some thinking. People say it's real interesting. I don't know because I never hear it. Some people say that it's a gift. Other people say it's the kind of thinking anyone could do if they watched more than they talked. I don't know which is true. I see a lot. I think a lot. There's a lot to hear through the 188, too. That maybe accounts for the thinking.
What is your medicine and how do you take it off?
This thing on my head is headache medicine. It works real good, except I can't think when it's on. Really think, I mean.
I might be interested in buying your headache medicine. How much?
Thinking hurts you, too? Aw, I wish I could let you have the one on my head, but I can't. It hurts real bad when I don't wear it.
Not going to give him 100 caps to hear his thoughts. Yes, I am. I'll pay you 100 caps to hear your thoughts.
Great. What do you want me to think about? I can think about you, here, or everywhere. What do you want?
What? Do your thinking about everywhere?
Let me take off my medicine. Bull and bear over the dam, at each other's throats. But a light from Vegas? Balls spinning on the wheel, more than two at the table, placing bets. All lose in different ways. A dam of corpses, towns of corpses, scattered across the sand. But whose? In what shares? Even the dealer doesn't know. Forecast, a rain of blood will flood the desert and not purify it. Blah. Thinking about everywhere always makes me feel a little sick.
That was 100 caps? Alright. How do you know these things?
Oh, I don't know anything, mister. I just think it. And then I don't.
You don't sell that junk behind you?
That's not junk. That's other people's thoughts. People had to think to make them, and the thoughts got stuck inside. I need other people's thoughts to fill my head when I'm not thinking myself. Otherwise, it's kind of empty.
Alright. I'll see you later.
See you.
Veronica, why did you not stop me? I gave that kid 100 caps to hear his thoughts about everything. And now I've got nothing. Well, that's not true. How many caps have I got that I'm never going to spend? 1,160. Maybe we should give the kid more caps. What do you reckon? Okay, just going to half smile at me. Okay. Oh, what the heck, kid?
I thought I'd be seeing you again.
Here's 100 caps.
Sure, I could do some more thinking. What should I do my thinking about this time?
This time, I want to know about me.
Okay. Let me take off my medicine. Your face does the thinking. 2 to the skull, yet 1 gets up. Odds are against you, but they're just numbers after the 2 to 1. You're playing the hand you've been dealt, but you don't let it rest. You shuffle and stack. And a gamble. A gamble that may pay off, but how? Forecast? Rapidly changing conditions. A lot of thinking. Most of it in your face. It's almost shouting at me. Sorry if I said anything weird.
Okay, let's go again.
Sure, I could do some...
Do your thinking about here.
I need to take off my medicine. Local. The here and now. Little of interest. Things to buy. False hopes and regrets watered down. Washed down in dirty glasses. With regret comes a girl. Smiling sad. Brown robe. Name Veronica. Half here. Wraps her and her heart up like a pack. In the pack. A key, some say. Forecast. Cloudy with a chance of friendship. Ouch. Thinking small only hurts a little, but it's a sharp pain.
Any more thoughts I can pay you for?
Sorry, sir. All that thinking has made my head hurt. I don't think I'll be doing any thinking for a long time.
Alright, kid, well, you got 300 caps now. Hopefully that helps you out. Veronica, he spoke about you.
What's up?
Got a few questions I wanted to ask you.
He was dead when I got there.
What? Tell me about... Any thoughts about Caesar's Legion?
Silliest dressed band of raping, slaving marauders you'll see east of California. I'll say that. Where's that touch of old world class? Although, I hear the soldiers mount each other as much as they mount their women, so maybe they did keep a little something from the Empire. No such privilege for the women, though. Figures. So, to answer your question, they're a bunch of hypocritical jerkwads. It's a word. This better not...
Hang on. What do you think of the NCR?
I'm worried they'll be the death of the Brotherhood. They take what they want. We defend our interests to the death. But there's a handful of us and tens or hundreds of thousands of them. So it's not going to end well. Last time we clashed, we lost a lot of people. Retreated to our bunker. Now we're afraid to even move around during the day.
Okay. Alright.
See you around.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. Morning. Now, let's have a look. I think we're drifting further away from where we wanted to be, because we wanted to go to Boulder City. There's definitely more to explore. But let's go over here. It's interesting that we got Veronica though. Didn't expect that. Just like thought it was gonna be Booney. The Boonmeister, but I might just switch him around. Every once in a while. Cause she got that power fist, but she doesn't have any armor on. Well, at least I don't see it. Maybe she'll rip the robe off. She'll have a sleek power armor. Form-fitting power armor. That is insane. I'm sure they can see us from here. Rangers. Give them hell. Welcome to Boulder City. Home of the Eagles. Private Kowalski. On this spot in the year 2277, Rangers and soldiers of the New California Republic turned back the forces of Caesar's Legion during the Battle of Hoover Dam. Over 100 men and women gave their lives on Nevada soil to defend local civilians and the principles of the Republic. May this humble stone be an enduring memorial to their valor and sacrifice.